Travis High School community, AISD community as a whole. Just a quick briefing. At about 7:39 a.m. this morning, an AISD officer was doing a close patrol of the Travis High School campus. Two employees, staff members, flagged them down and indicated that they had found a female hanging from a tree nearby. The officer notified our dispatch. At about 7:40 a.m., the campus was placed on a secure as a precautionary. There was no imminent danger to the campus at that time, and a crime scene was established. At about 7:48, AFD and EMS arrived, and at that particular point in time, about 7:55 a.m., Dr. Mark Escott with Travis County EMS made the pronunciation of the deceased. And then about 8:30 a.m., the decision was made to cancel classes due to the fact this crime scene was actually active and could be a potential disruption to the educational environment. Any questions?
Anything you could say about the female that was found, a minor, an adult? Was it someone related to the college?
At this particular point in time, there was no identification on the deceased. So the ME's office and the homicide, APD homicide was here working the case, and they're trying to make identification at this point in time. The medical examiner staff are estimating the age between 15 to 20 years of age, but we have no definite age because we don't have an identity. It was on or near campus? It was on the rear of campus.
Were there staff and students here at that time?
Staff were arriving, and so were students were arriving, mainly students that were in extracurricular activities. Our band students that usually practice early in the morning because it's a lot cooler this time of year for them to practice. But none of them were actually in the crime area.
I'm sure this goes without saying, but we don't know whether this was a student or someone related to the school at all.
Not at this time.
And I guess just what's the next steps for the school here as far as the opening and things like that?
I will let someone in the administration kind of respond to that question.
Any words for students that may be a little shaken up?
The school district, consistent with our protocol, will provide support for staff and students. Emotional support for staff and students be ongoing.
Did they find the crime scene before students were able to arrive, or did they go?
I'm sorry?
Have students been able to see what had happened?
No.
Or?
No, there were no students in the area at the time, and the staff reacted very quickly in securing the area and making sure that no students ever got into that immediate area. So there's no exposure to students at all.
You say back of the campus, is there a gate open, or do they have to come through a certain part to get to the back of the campus?
On the west side of the campus, typically goes around to the athletics area, the back side of the school. Not many staff park there, so staff parking and student parking is mainly on the east side of the campus. This is mostly in the southwest side of the campus.
We talk about students, but the staff members who obviously this is a tragedy for them.
Yes, so APD crisis unit was here and provided initial support, and then we also had our licensed mental health professionals that work for AISD come in and add additional support, along with the administration that met with the staff and assured them that they would have the support that they needed.
In regards to, I know you said you can't say if the person, because they haven't ID'd them, but at this point, is there any indication of foul play? Do we know if for sure it was a suicide?
It's too early in the investigation to speculate. It's an ongoing investigation, and so until we have more facts, we're not really at the point to make that statement.
So at least as of now, it's not like you guys are categorizing it as a suicide?
The medical examiner will determine the cause of death. So we're just basically sharing the facts that we know as it is today.
Third day of school?
Yes, sir. Fourth day of school, sorry.
Okay,
yeah, Thursday. My days are running together.
And I guess what was the process? Was there, I don't know, superintendent question, what was the process? Was there a notification sent out after transportation? as parents arriving at school and leaving the school?
I'll let those answers come from administration.
AISD will say that, yes, but it's important to let students and family know if they are struggling with depression or crisis in their family or they're being bullied or they feel hopeless, that they can contact 988. That's the suicide and crisis
Lifeline, yes.
Because it's so heartbreaking to know this young girl made a permanent decision for a temporary situation.
Absolutely.
And I'm a suicide survivor.
Yes, ma'am.
So my heart goes out that she didn't have what she thought she was going to. But please, AISD, drill that into your students and family that nothing is permanent.
Right.
And there's help available, a counselor, a teacher, a friend, but most definitely 988.
Right.
That lifeline.
So, those of you who don't know my background, I spent the first 10 and a half years with AISD running the mental health unit. So AISD is poised to provide mental health supports. We do a lot of outreach with our students to ensure that they have the resources available to them, and then we provide the resources if they don't have them, making ways to advocate to make sure that they have the support that they have. This is an ongoing thing. The police department even has a crisis intervention team that supports our counselors, our licensed mental health professionals, and our social emotional learning support team. So AISD is poised and in position right now to provide just the support that you're talking about and getting that information out. So thank you for that.
Kind of touch on that. What type of stuff will you let the kind of students and parents know as they're kind of dealing with the situation as they meet with therapists and
Can you say it one more time? I'm
I
sorry,
guess
the
just
traffic.
what type of stuff will they be kind of talking with the students and the faculty about?
Okay, I'll let someone in our mental health section answer that more detailed question. Any other questions for me?
I was just hoping you could kind of reiterate there's no safety concerns for students and
Yes.
staff at this time.
Yes, there's no safety concerns. There was no safety concerns at the time. Basically what we did was secured the scene and ensure that the scene was safe and that we didn't lose any evidence, but there was never any students in danger or staff in danger at any point in time, and that continues to this point. Sure, sure. Anything else?
And at this point, there's really no way to know how that person got there in the first place.
The investigation is still ongoing, and so when we have more details, we'd be more than happy to share more details. But at this point, it's an ongoing investigation, so we're trying to collect as much evidence and information as we can.
And I know it's difficult to ask, but are we able to say if the person was hanging from the tree?
The person was found hanging from a tree.
Not verified cause.
Anything else? So as soon as we have an official cause of death, we'll be more than happy to share that with you guys.
Thank you.
Who else you want?
At this time, the superintendent is prepared to make a brief statement.
So thank you. Right now, our focus is in supporting our students and our staff. Many of us are hurting and really just wanting to figure out how to support them better. Today has been a challenge for all of us. I certainly appreciate Principal Salinas and her leadership and helping us get to where we are now. Over the next several hours, we'll begin to work through what it will look like tomorrow as we support staff and students and welcome them back into AISD at some point in the future. Again, those plans have not been finalized. We are looking to get input from licensed mental health professionals, our counseling team, our students, and our staff before we make a final decision. But right now, we're all hurting, and we appreciate the space, and we'll share information as information is made available, and we have the ability to share it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here. That concludes this morning's briefing. Again, if anyone needs to get additional comments in Spanish, we have Joy Diaz available for that. Thank you for being here, and we'll keep you updated. Thank you.